Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back on the Sky Factory. And as you can see in my inventory, we have successfully crafted the portal to the Deep Dark. Attempt number 3 went through. I don't know why it didn't craft on attempt number 2, but it did on attempt number 3. So now we have our portal to the Deep Dark, and we are going to go to the Deep Dark. We're only going to poke our nose in and see what's going on there, because apparently mobs can spawn at any light level, so that sucks. So here we go. I've built a little room out here with our hideous deep dark portal in. I have a feeling it crafts a portal, return portal automatically, so we can just click on this and get in there. Inventory's still a mess. I'm not going to take my division sigil with me. I've read a bit about the Deep Dark, so I know kind of where I'm likely to be spawning. I'm also painfully aware that it's a dangerous place. There is a lot of danger in the Deep Dark, and we don't want to deal with all that sort of shenanigans. So the best we can hope for is not to die. Yeah, there's our return home portal, and we are in cobblestone. So we're gonna go this way. Where's my sword? I want my sword on my hotbar because I'm scared. I thought this was all supposed to be cobblestone. It's very much not cobblestone. Don't go into the darkness. So that's the motto here. Don't go into the darkness. If you go into the darkness in the Deep Dark, you're gonna die. So it's nice to be able to get my feet in some solid stone. I need a hammer. It's what I need, isn't it? There's no point in picking away at this. I need a hammer. Do the job right. Should we go and get a hammer? Should we go make a hammer? Let's go make a hammer. Cool. And we're back. We're back in the overworld. Our first trip to the Deep Dark was not an unmitigated disaster. Could have been. Wasn't. This is a bonus. I should be getting carrots and potatoes in this storage system, but I'm not. I don't understand why not, but I'm not. Right, let's look at this thingamajigger-dogger doodad. Did I make... I think they're all in the house, aren't they? Let's take that ingot mould. Oh, this thing's full of glass, isn't it? Let's just turn this off. Lever. I need a lever, which means I need some stickies and a lump of cobblestone. There we go. And I should be able to plop that on the front of that. No, that's a torch, dumbass. On the front of that, and turn that off. And that should stop that spewing all that filth out. Nice. Has that still got sand in it? Yes, it has. Let's lose some sand out of here. It can't melt that sand because the thing is full of glass. Actually, we probably better leave that running while we're... Now that we've emptied all the sand out. Apart from that sand, because this thing is quite big now. We just need a bit of space in there, because I think it's liquid wise, I think it's full of fluid. We need to empty the fluid out. We can always put the sand back in at a later date. We will need more of the tinker's glass for finishing off our greenhouse type area, but for now it can actually go in the storage system, I think. I think if I put it in there, it'll go into the chest with the rest of the sand. Excellent. So we need to... Stone. We haven't got enough stone, have we? I need some stone. I can ask for some stone. I would like some smooth stone, please, machine. I'll have a stack of that, please. That'll take a wee while to churn through that lot. Let's go see what we've got in our house. Did we make a hammer? I thought we made a hammer. Why would I make a hammer? I made a lumber axe, didn't I? So we should have patterns for, yeah, the axe blade. We need a pattern for the head. We've got this large stone plate, the tough rod. We need the head. Pattern maker, stencil. Oh, Apparently we don't have the things we need to do that. That's okay. Little bit of time-consuming work here, not a problem. It has to be done because we need this thing. Just throw them on the floor. Why not? Why not just throw them on the floor? And we will make the hammerhead. And that takes 8 materials to produce. So we're going to need to use that thing to produce 8 materials, of which we have none. Well, we got 6. I tell a lie with none. That was a blatant lie. I apologise for that. I misled you with my words, because I'm a devious, underhanded person. Stone. Any stone? Have you done anything yet, machine? 22. That'll do. That'll get me where I need to get. How's this looking? It's emptying off nicely. Let's get some... Have we got some alemite, gold, aluminium, brass? 3. I only need the 1. I only need the 1. You can have that. And you can have some iron. Have we got any iron in here? No, we may have some iron in here, though. Yeah, we've got some iron in there. Let me see, what do I need? 8, 16, 24... I think it's 27, isn't it? To make a full iron hammer. We do have an option to make the hammer go faster, but we're not going to be doing that. Jeez, we're not doing that. Look at all this, it's ready to melt, but it's just full of glass, so it can't. Might need to turn that off while this is melting, because otherwise it's just going to dump it all out into our... Messy. It's very messy. $82 blocks left in there. I don't know whether that will actually melt or not. It could do. It might do. It might not do. It may do. It probably won't do. Let's make a stone head for our machine-a-bob. So we want the hammerhead tool, which we just made, and we want 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're not going to do it. Why are you not going to do it? There we go. It didn't recognise them being put in one at a time for some reason. And we're going to need the large plate, tough rod. I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Let's shut the door. I've got 2 zombie trophies in there now. I don't know what the zombie trophies are for. I really don't. I haven't got the faintest clue what the zombie trophies are for. Have you melted yet? No, you haven't. God darn it. Come on, melt. Let's pop this thing on here. That's where we need it. Come on, melt. This has got to melt soon. Please melt soon. I've got no other way to get this fluid out of here. Why did I start this process when I know I was going to need a hammer? The deep dark is just waiting for me to come in and say hi, and my monitor's falling over, so that's not good. Can I turn that off now? No, off. Are you going to melt at all? There's just no room in there for anything. Jeez. We could have a problem now. We could have yet another crisis. We just lurch from crisis to crisis. Thing is, if I think it's going to put the newly melted materials at the bottom. I'm worried that that's what it's going to do. So it's going to try and dump all our stuff into this thing over here, and I don't want that to happen. Because it seems really... Oh. And I'm being thick as well, which doesn't help. Pop that there for now. And pop that in there. There we go. There we go. That got it. God damn. God damn. Right, turn that off. We want the aluminium brass at the bottom. And we want to pull that around that thing. Then we takey, put that back, and we will get the hammer eventually. Right. Iron at the bottom. Excellent. We'll have the head. Takes 8 iron to make the head. That's a big lump of iron, that is. That is impressive thing. And you can repair it with straight iron, which is really good. So we need the tough tool rod. I think that's 3 iron. Like that. And we need 2 big ass plates. So these take 8 as well. So what you've basically got as the head of this hammer is 2 of these huge metal plates wrapping around a huge hammerhead. Oops, I did not want to take that away. Let's pop that back. And that should nicely drain off all our iron. Excellent. Done. We can put the ingot mold back and we can turn that back on and leave it doing its job. We didn't have any sand on us. Let's go and make the hammer. Let's take our water back as well, because we don't really want to leave a big piddling stream of water hanging over the side of our sky factory. It's just not the done thing. So we want 2 heavy plates. See, these are the big heavy iron plates, the big heavy iron head, and that thing. And you could name it if you wanted to, but I've no intention of naming such a mundane tool as this one. Maybe if I had a fancy thing, but I don't. I just have this big thing. Let's go and bludgeon some rocks in the deep dark. And let's get rid of that stone head, because I don't want that thing littering my inventory. Alright, we're going to do some damage this time. Just remember to keep it lit. So it's like, with the hammer, you've got the mining speed of diamond, but it does a 3x3. So you end up with an obscene tunnel like this in virtually no time. So much better than the railcraft way of doing things, I think, anyway. Now if I move 24 blocks away from the spawn point, mobs should start to spawn behind me. That's the theory. I think that might work. We'll see. We'll see. We'll push on until we get mobs spawning in that back room and see what happens. It's a test. It's an experiment. We're experimenting in the deep dark. Not a good place to experiment, but we want to. Our end goal of the deep dark is to snatch one of their sort of fortresses into the overworld using applied energistics, which is gonna be an elaborate scheme. I don't quite know how it works. It's sort of like, you know, the way it converts all matter into energy to store it. It's sort of a similar sort of thing. We're in a desert, would you believe, with the actual structures in the world. You can just save a snapshot onto the memory card, bring the memory card back, and then download it into your world, and everything would be, wow, fantastic. So we're mining in the deep dark. We're not seeing a lot of ores. I mean, this place is supposed to be ore city. It's really not. We could try going downhill, I suppose, see if that makes a difference. Let's do that. Let's go down the hill. Okay, that's okay. Don't know how far down the hill we're going to have to go, but we'll plough on a ways. I think we spawn at the bottom of the safe zone. Or relatively safe zone, should I say. So this should, theoretically, break through into the undernesses of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, there. Something's wrong here. My maths isn't adding up. I don't know why my maths isn't adding up. My maths has gone shonky. Shonky, not a good thing. Okay. And then down there. And then down there. That one. Okay, so let's just bash through there. No, we gotta go bash through. Oh, that's gone badly wrong. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with badly wrong. That works. That kind of works. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But we're going in the right direction, which is generally down in the deep dark. I'm fairly sure there's got to be something interesting down here eventually, but who knows? There is talk that it is a boring place that doesn't add a great deal to the game. We're getting into cobble now. Don't know why we're getting into cobble. And that's a big ass hole in the ground. Let's blast that out the way, like so. Yeah, that is a big hole. I do not want to go in there. Ever. There's some sort of structure up ahead of me. That might be useful. Good to know. Where is it? It's kind of that away, isn't it? We'll just bash our way through the roof of this thing and see if we can find that structure. We need to keep lights because the darkness here can eat your face. And we don't want that. But I think now we're here and we're working on a project from Furryearsworld for now. We're going to go with ta-ta.